The shriek cut through the air like a knife. "Get off that scooter right now, you lazy fraud. I demand your ride. My feet are killing me after all this shopping." My heart slammed against my ribs so hard I thought it might crack. There in the bright midday sunlight pouring through the supermarket's glass doors stood this entitled woman, red-faced and pointing like she owned the place. My mom Sarah sat frozen in the store's bright blue mobility scooter, her knuckles white on the handlebars. She had just had hip replacement surgery 3 weeks ago. Every tiny movement sent pain shooting through her legs, yet here she was trying to do a simple grocery run with me. I stepped between them, my voice raw. "Back off, lady, the scooter is for disabled customers only. My mom needs it, she can barely walk 10 feet without collapsing." The Karen spun on me, her designer bag swinging wildly. "Oh please, she looks fine to me. People like you just take advantage of the system. I've been on my feet for hours and I deserve that ride more than some faker who's probably milking it for sympathy." The words hit like a slap. Mom let out a long shaky sigh, her breath catching as she shifted in the seat. The familiar scent of fresh bread from the bakery aisle mixed with the Karen's heavy floral perfume turning my stomach. Shoppers slowed their carts, the wheels squeaking to a stop, phones already out recording the scene. My blood boiled, hot then cold then hot again. How could anyone be this cruel? "Please, ma'am," Mom said, her voice soft and trembling but steady. "I had surgery. The doctor said no walking long distances. This scooter is the only way I can shop today." The Karen laughed, a sharp, nasty sound that echoed off the automatic doors. "Surgery? You're just lazy. Give it up or I'll call the manager myself and tell them you're scamming the store." She reached out again, her long nails scraping the scooter's plastic panel. I felt my fists tighten, the urge to shove her away almost overwhelming. "Touch that scooter again and we're going to have a real problem," I warned, my pulse pounding in my ears. The bright sun glinted off the polished floor, making the whole moment feel surreal, like some nightmare I couldn't wake from. That's when June appeared from behind the customer service counter, her name tag shining under the lights. She moved fast, clipboard in one hand, radio in the other. "Excuse me, ma'am, that's enough," June said, her voice calm but edged with steel as she stepped right into the middle of the chaos. "This mobility scooter is reserved exclusively for customers with verified disabilities. We have a strict policy and you are violating it by harassing this lady and her son." The Karen whirled on June, her face twisting. "Who do you think you are? My feet hurt. I've been walking this whole store and I need that ride now. This is discrimination against me." June didn't flinch. She glanced at Mom, then back at the Karen, her expression firm. "Ma'am, do you have a disability permit or a doctor's note on file with our courtesy program? Then this ride is not for you. I've been watching the security feed from the moment you approached, and your behavior is completely out of line. This is your second warning today. Actually, we had a similar complaint earlier about you demanding special treatment from other customers." The twist landed like a hammer. The Karen's eyes widened for a split second, then narrowed again. "That's a lie, I never," she sputtered, but her voice cracked. The crowd murmured louder now, some nodding in agreement. Mom exhaled slowly, her shoulders relaxing just a fraction as the weight of the moment shifted. I could smell the faint tang of anxiety in the air mixed with the cool blast from the AC vents. My own anger still surged, but now it mixed with a spark of hope. June raised her radio. "Security to entrance, please, we have a harassment situation." Within seconds, 2 uniformed guards appeared, their footsteps heavy on the tile. The Karen's face went from red to pale. "You can't do this to me," she hissed. "I'll sue the store, I'll post this everywhere, you'll regret it." But June stood tall, her voice carrying over the growing crowd. "Ma'am, you are being asked to leave the premises immediately. Continued refusal will result in police involvement for disorderly conduct and customer harassment. We protect our shoppers, especially those who need extra help." The guards flanked her, one on each side. The Karen tried one last lunge toward the scooter, but June blocked her path with a single step. Defeat washed over the woman's face as they escorted her toward the exit, her heels clicking angrily on the floor. She muttered curses under her breath, her tired feet dragging now like the weight of her own entitlement finally caught up. The automatic doors whooshed open and she disappeared into the parking lot, the sunlight swallowing her up. A few shoppers actually clapped softly, the sound rippling through the entrance like a quiet wave of relief. Mom reached out and squeezed my hand, her eyes misty. "Thank you, June." "And you, sweetheart." I was so scared for a second there. June smiled warmly, turning to us. "No thanks needed, ma'am. This is what we're here for. The store will comp your groceries today as an apology for the disruption, and if you need help loading the car, just let me know. We've got your back." She handed Mom a small gift card, her gesture simple but genuine. As we finished our shopping, the scooter humming smoothly beneath Mom, the tension melted away. The bright afternoon light felt warmer now, the sounds of normal life, carts rolling, kids laughing, checkout beeps returning like nothing had happened. But something had. That Karen thought she could bulldoze a disabled woman and demand what wasn't hers. Instead, she got walked out humiliated while the system, the good people like June, stepped up exactly when it mattered most. I pushed the scooter toward the car, my heart finally slowing. Mom sighed again, this time content. "You know, son, today reminded me that not everyone is out to get you. Some folks still do the right thing."
Yeah, they do.
And in that moment I realized something powerful. No matter how loud or entitled the Karens of the world get, justice has a way of showing up fast when good people refuse to stay silent. Stand up for the vulnerable. Speak truth even when your voice shakes. Karma doesn't miss, and the world needs more Junes ready to step in immediately. Never let anyone steal your peace or your ride. Hold on tight, do what's right, and the win will come sweeter than you expect. That's the real victory, the kind that lingers long after the shouting stops.